All right, we are back and I'm ready to dig into this steak. I'm so excited. This is a sous vide steak with what type of seasoning on it?
Now I forget. I've made so much with so many different seasonings.
Something bourbon?
Oh, maple bourbon, and butter.
Bourbon, maple, and butter. Okay, and you said when we were sous vide it was going to be about a medium well, and initially I was like, oh man, I like my stuff medium rare, but you said wait, because the way we cook it, you have some butter packets in there too.
Yes.
It's not going to be dried out. So.
Correct. It's not going to dry out. It's going to be tender. It's going to be flavorful and wonderful.
All right, so here's...
Oh, we're right at a medium.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're in good shape.
Okay, this is perfect. Oh, and it's just falling apart. Like, I don't even need this knife.
No. This is the beauty of a sous vide. You can take those oddball cuts, oxtails, shanks, which is the arm or the leg, and put it in here and cook it for a long period of time. And you'll get that beautiful tenderness and pack it with flavors.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Wow. Oh my goodness.
See, this is one of the reasons why I love to teach this to my students.
Wow.
You can have this in a dorm room. A lot of colleges don't let you have a hot plate.
There's no open flame.
There's no open flame. Your college student can take this to school and cook with it and control it with the technology that they're used to and produce some really awesome stuff.
Okay, so you talked about cutting some of the hard fat off of this, but you left a lot on here, and that helped a lot with the moisture too.
Yes, it helps keep a lot of the flavors inside of there, and you just feel it, just push it. If it's hard, cut it off.
That is amazing. Okay, so then we've got our veggies with it too.
Try the corn and the carrots specifically. I love my carrots like this.
Now this is fresh corn straight off the cob.
Yes, I cut that straight off the cob, threw some some peppers in there and some onions in there and seasoned it up in a little bit of butter.
That's great. And that was just from that container of seasoning.
Yep.
Feel free to experiment and just pick out random seasonings and stuff. And hey, if you try it and you don't like it, then don't use it again.
Yeah, try something new as many times as you possibly can and just experiment. Because you will find a combination of one or two that you absolutely love. And see, my favorite part about the carrots is that crunch. I don't like it when my carrots have already been turned to mush.
Too soggy, yeah.
Like that nice little crunch to my carrot, because then it has a little bit of body and it holds flavors.
And the carrot's actually cooked a lot longer than any of the other vegetables too.
And you can control how long everything cooks. The timers on it are wonderful. The use of the Jewel is a tremendous product to use. And the potatoes, so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Okay, so during the break I tried a little bit of the veggies that weren't going to be as spicy, but now I'm going to dare one of
I
these.
wouldn't burn you. I've already succeeded in spicing
you've got
you out.
zucchini, you've got squash. I love squash.
I have some peppers and some onions in there, and I threw some butter in there along with my seasonings, shook it up real good, put it in the vacuum sealer, and away we went.
Okay. I feel like everyone's just watching me eat right now.
But it's a good thing.
It's not too spicy.
No. But it holds everything together. It's just kind of there.
That's really good.
When you vacuum seal something, you kind of cause it to open up. The pores or cellular structure of it open up a little bit. The spices have a chance to cook down into it. And then when you take the pressure off, it just kind of...
Okay, so let's talk about, we talked about these kind of things that you can do with the sous vide. What are other options you can use the sous vide for?
You can do all sorts of desserts. Creme brulee is one of the tried and true ones that I like to do for my students because it is such a decadent dessert. And most of them have never had a cooked custard before. So we do that, and then we break out the torches and I let them brulee the sugar on top of it.
So you're actually sticking it in water?
And we put it in water. We do it in a mason jar.
Huh.
And drop it right in there and let it cook. Takes about an hour to cook. Refrigerate it overnight. It's ready to go the next day. And it's super easy to do. Once you learn how to brulee the top and you trust yourself with a torch, easy it can be. We would do 30 to 60 of them at a time. And they're great. They taste wonderful. My baking and pastry students are getting ready to do gummy bears.
With the sous vide?
With the sous vide.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we talked about this one. This particular one is more of a higher end model that costs a little more, but it has all that digital stuff to where you can monitor it. You can actually cook with it while you're at work. You can control it with the app.
And that is wonderful, especially if you have a college student They're very adept to technology, so they'll take to it like nothing.
I can see that being beneficial in your dorm room too, because
Yes.
then you can go to class and
Exactly.
monitor the temperature.
And they could do a roast like they had at home, and they don't have to worry about a slow cooker, because that slow cooker you can't control the temperature. But this, you control it perfectly. It will cook safely, and the recipes that are pre-programmed into the app change and are updated every month by Chef Steps.
Let's say that what would the range be? Lower end sous vide to higher end, like if you were looking into getting one.
You can get them anywhere from $100 to $4,000.
Whoa. Okay.
So the $4,000 ones will do, I think it's around 600 we'll move 600 gallons of water an hour. So that's for
You don't need that in your dorm
the
room.
industrial style.
Yeah.
But this one right here will anywhere between $200 and $300.
Okay.
So, but the Jewel one is I like this one because of the simplicity and the technology that's involved with it, because my students take to it really easy.
Okay.
So-
What's the game plan for what we're doing next week? And I know it involves the sous vide as well.
Yes, we're going to do lamb chops. Yes. So I'm going to do an herb-crusted lamb chop that I really enjoy, so you don't have to put the mint in it, because the mint is on the crust.
Okay. And there was a specific...
November 5th.
November 5th. I was going to say, there's a date you wanted to talk about?
So November 5th, out there to all the parents and those teachers that are out there, from anyone who can hear this, starting next week, we're going to make available a Google form for you to sign up for the first annual PHS Culinary Dragons Bake Off.
Ooh!
So there'll be 2 categories, 2 age groups, middle school and high school, bread and cakes. And
So it's student competitors.
Student competitors, it will be on a Saturday. We're going to host it at PHS. Come out, no cost to enter.
That sounds cool.
So teachers, talk to your students, sign them up, reach out to me, and we'll get you all the information for it. But it's going to be a great opportunity for local students to cook, and it just gets some camaraderie with fellow bakers in the area.
All right, we'll be talking more about that in the weeks to come as well. All right,
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in. And I might just have to have another bite as we go to break. We'll be right back.